result-oriented, and that imminent life difficulties may arise since there is no guarantee that life improvement will result from social action.
Life improvement, y'all. The quality of life. Let's try this again. For failures and educational purposes, do women need a man?
Now, look, I often see people comment stuff when they're single, where they say things like, I don't need nobody.
Because let me tell you something. You don't. You can have your own. We have our own. I am self-sufficient.
No, you got your
I
own.
don't need a man. I don't need a man. But guess what? I want you, and that's the difference.
Was one of those things that you really enjoyed learning about him that was like really different? The thing that's different about him is that it's not about him being better.
You gotta
He's still a man.
jump through all these
But it's the
hoops and
loyalty
ropes and
of it.
fuck that.
You know what I mean?
Whoever
It's like, I can
doing
see-
that, I don't think it's like that. I think motherfuckers got 50-50. The way these ladies is talking about these men, it's like the men is weak as fuck or
and she's
something.
like, you know, I don't need
Like
no
a
man.
slave or something.
I have like a friend.
You gotta
Yeah.
jump all these motherfucking hoops just to talk to this person. That shit sound crazy to me, man.
Don't. And this is why I'm so emotional
Like
about it,
these
because
niggas
so many of our
under all
sisters are
these
so
bitches is
lonely,
like
and
Wicked
they don't
Witch
wanna
or
admit it,
something.
And all they gotta do is just take a chance. So I don't want you to live your life without.
You know what I mean? You know this lady can't get no motherfucking boyfriend that easy, and she out there talking like she can, and like she having good sex and all this shit. I don't believe it.
That we need. And you need to go out.
Look at half of these ladies. Do they look like they having all this good sex they keep talking about, bragging about? I don't believe it.
And you don't have to turn to
They
your
crying and
girlfriends or
shit.
your mama or somebody. You turn to that one person, he understands and looks in your eye. That's the one you keep, and I don't care what color he is.
She said she don't care what color he is, but where your boyfriend is. From Uganda,
People see
bitch.
some people.
You're the IRS.
Lying
I gotta say,
bitch.
this dude. Okay.
Did you hear that shit?
I did the,
Told you, man, this
the
TV
guy
set
with
is
glasses and every
dangerous.
anime.
Yeah.
They got some motherfucking
Shit.
So this guy.
monsters on TV telling motherfuckers that they having good sex and
It's
shit,
interesting to me that you guys say
and a
this on one
perfect
hand,
boyfriend and all this shit.
Or you're like, Lonnie, I'm so happy.
And when you look at the people, you be like,
Which is it?
shit, where they at then? Prove it. Fuck all this shit,
Just
prove
like when you
it.
watch a woman magazine, body positivity, the new trend, and then how to lose 50 pounds in 50 days.
Yeah, prove that shit.
Pick one, right? Women have often been told that their value lies in finding a partner. And so that counter to that rhetoric is, I'm an independent woman, I don't need no man. And the reality is there's actually a middle ground. You still need a partner. You still need someone to be by your side. But your entire being is not defined by that one aspect. So just understand, you responded to a negative stimulus, which is women are defined by the man they choose. And your opposite reaction was, I don't need a man.
Which I understand where it's from.
But the reality is somewhere in the middle.
You do. The same way that we need the same way we need y'all. Let's make that clear. It's not a one-way thing.
Let's be clear. Human beings are not independent creatures. That's all of us.
That's all of us. I gotta give you that point.
We all need each other. All right? You live in a house, it don't matter how much money you accumulate. Someone gotta build it. You want water to run to you? Someone gotta plumb it. You want roads being paved? Someone gotta do it. We all need each other. I don't know why people have to go to the extreme of this. Oh, we say stuff like it takes a village to raise a child. Not me, because I'm independent. No, you're not. We need each other. And it's not a sign of weakness to admit that.
Yeah, people take it as a sign of weakness. It's just, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Like we run a business. We want to grow that business. We need other people to help us to do that. Find me a good businessman who says he does everything by himself, and I'll find you a liar.
Steve Jobs said that. No, I'm the liar.
And I get it that dependence is like an unattractive thing. Like being overly dependent on people, like being too needy, it is bad.
Keyword, overly.
But we can also agree on this one fact, that if we don't have each other, nothing functions, nothing works. Human beings always advance as a society as a result of groups of people coming together. Communities are so important. So I don't know. I just feel like me coming from where I'm from, especially in Africa, like, you rely on everyone around you to make sure things are safe, because the police officers can't get to a lot of places, so we look out for one each other. And someone could be like, I don't need y'all, but goddamn, life is completely different without all these people. Completely different, to the point where it's not even worth living.
There's some fuming females mad at Marcus, his latest Instagram video where he shared his thoughts about the type of woman a man really wants. Take a look.
No man, no real man want no woman that's 100% independent. You know, it's cool to be self-sufficient. It's cool to be able to get out here and do your thing and handle your business if you need to, but all that 100% independent, I don't need nothing type attitude. Listen, that ain't gonna get you nowhere with us. If you don't need me to do none of that, what you want me for?
So, ladies, do you agree? If a woman is fully independent, is she worthless to a man when it comes to being in a relationship with him?
He didn't say
He
that.
just said, if you don't want me to protect and provide, what do you need me for? I got a list for love, kindness, loyalty, faithfulness, companionship.
So you
He didn't say that. He said that once you do all that, what do you need him for? That's what he said. He said the truth, lady. He said after he do all that shit, what you need him for? You know what I mean? And now you're just a man hater. And most of them shows they depended on being a man hater show. That's what they
So you do need him.
What do you need me for? I got a list.
So
That's
don't
they,
go around saying you don't. You
they
do.
gimmick. They're man hate
That
shit.
is my question. In all
Conflict.
honesty, I didn't know who this young
Half these
gentleman
chicks
was.
don't look like they got a boyfriend, let alone having sex, unless they buying it. I got one of them toys.
Valentine's, who we've had on the show here.
Yep.
And the reason why
I don't
they
give
are
a fuck
on
if they
is
having
because
kids. They must be
he has
kind
been
of fake
accused of
impregnation
not
or
being
something.
faithful. So that's
Artificial.
from what I understand. With that being said,
I mean, but everybody
you
find,
just touched about to be super petty.
Oh, yeah.
everybody think what they want to believe. I don't think they having all this motherfucking wild sex they talking about.
She's about to be
I
paid.
think they
What I
bullshit.
understand about this is that
a man like this, to me, from what I'm seeing in this situation, just my opinion, if I had to watch this and give it a diagnosis, I would say, oh, so you want her to not be independent so that she's dependent on you, so that when you out doing your mess, she can't go nowhere and do nothing.
See, that's some man hate shit.
Wait on your ass. No, thank you.
It's archaic thinking, and it's also controlling.
But I'm just finding sure that you guys are labeling this as controlling. But when you guys exhibit extreme controlling behavior over your significant others, that's just you doing the right thing.
We all love it when our men are vulnerable and show emotion, right? Well, according to singer Rihanna, it depends what they're crying about. That's right. Rihanna posted this meme to Instagram that said, if we get together and your ex die and you cry, you single. Yes, Rihanna. Yes, Riri. Could you imagine somebody says you and you start weeping? I'm sorry, I think that there is a time and a place for everything, and I think if you have such uncontrollable emotion when it comes to that person that you can't even control it to not do it in front of your current spouse, that you might still have some type of feelings for that person. 100,000% I agree. So angry, so mad.
Okay, hold on. You want, no, hold on. So hold on.
Damn.
So do you want,
You want to be worshipped, you want fairy tale island shit. Hell yeah. Eat it up. Sloppy
Joe. Why
Joe.
it's so hard for people to admit that they're lonely?
I call
Sloppy
it the
Joe.
Barbie syndrome. By a certain age, you're supposed to have a house, a man, a dog, cable, a pink Corvette. That perfect life, and it's not like that. There's a competition with life where it looks like it's a race. By that time, and people keep comparing themselves. Is it social media? Is it not? I don't think it's social media. People have been comparing themselves from ages. Just that now it's more in your face. I see a bunch of people coupling up with the wrong people just because they want to have someone by their side. side.
I think the whole point of this is just like, you don't need to overcompensate. There is something okay with being not in your ideal place, but understanding that, you know, whether you want to say it's a journey or it's something I'm working towards, whatever phrase you want to use, it's okay to be in the process. And while you're in the process, you don't have to pretend like you're a finished product.
I'm good.
It's okay to say, you know what, I'm still in the oven and I'm still cooking, baby.
No, I'm good. Yo, you're not good.
You're not. Okay? Have you ever tried to bite into it?
Unbaked pie?
How is that? We're all trying to get to that point where we find that couple, that, you know, that relationship that we're going to have. And it may take you longer than others. It's okay. But you don't have to pretend like you've crossed the finish line when you haven't.
It's not a race.
Yeah, because I don't give a fuck about the race. I don't give a fuck about winning. I don't give a fuck about the fairy tale. Fuck you. You motherfucker, you can go run back to Africa and go buy you one of them fucking mail order brides. You ain't gotta try to talk to no chick like who own one that we just seen on TV. They got $1 billion trillion, and she talking down on every motherfucking man she could find, and telling them niggas that you know, go to a sex therapist if they want some sex. Fuck that.
They get tired, so they stop running, but then someone sees them.
Lying to everybody else.
I was like, boo-boo, take a walk, breathe. You don't have to pretend for anyone else that you're keeping up with the pace.
Hey, look, I'm good.
First of all, fair use educational purposes. First of all, lady, y'all just making fun out of me. Y'all know that the laws is all on y'all team. Ain't no way you want to be a man in hell. I mean, ain't no way in hell you want to be a man. You already saw how unfair it is. You already saw the motherfucking man hate that's going on. And then y'all just making fun of this shit, and it ain't funny. It ain't.
Last year. And since then, I have
Talking
been
about she
dating
been
women.
bisexual.
And what I found very fascinating. So as you may remember, I came out as bisexual last year.